Hello everyone. Our today's experiment is to study the kinetics of interaction of crystal violet with NaOH. Crystal violet is a chemical compound whose structure is a bit complicated. You can see the structure here. Its color is towards violet color. That's why its common name is crystal violet. So when it reacts with NaOH, this gives a colorless compound. It means when we make crystal violet to react with NaOH, as the reaction proceeds, the color of the crystal violet solution fades away. So for each passing minute, the color of the solution will be different. So this is the concept behind finding out the concentration or studying the kinetics of this reaction. The apparatus required is cuvette, burette, colorimeter, beakers, test tubes, wash bottle, clamp and stand, whatever we need normally in colorimeter experiments. Chemicals required are crystal violet, the concentration is given which we are taking, NaOH which has to be standardized, or you can take standard NaOH. So let's see how to proceed for the experiment. So this experiment will be done in 4 steps. In the first step, we will standardize the given NaOH solution, and for that we will use any primary standard solution. Normally we use oxalic acid. So you can prepare the known concentration of oxalic acid and standardize if you are not provided the standard solution. So procedure you already know, that is very simple. Titrate oxalic acid versus NaOH using phenolphthalein as indicator, and you can confirm the normality of NaOH. In step 2, we have to find out lambda max for the crystal violet solution. The solution whatever is provided to you, just using colorimeter, find out that wavelength where it is showing maximum absorbance. That will be your lambda max. Now rest of the experiment will be performed on this lambda max. So in step 3, set the value in colorimeter of lambda is equal to lambda max, and again you have to verify the Lambert's-Beer law for the crystal violet. You have already done how to verify Lambert's-Beer law. For that you have to prepare different concentrations of crystal violet and find out absorbance at those different concentrations. You will plot the curve of concentration versus absorbance. If it is a straight line passing through the origin, the Lambert's-Beer law is verified. So you have already done this. So main purpose of today's experiment is, which we will do in fourth step, study the kinetics of the crystal violet versus NaOH, which is again very simple. So let's see how to do this. So for the main procedure, what you have to do is, this is the experimental setup. You will take crystal violet solution in one burette and NaOH in another burette. Now from the burette, add 9 ml of crystal violet in a conical flask and 1 ml of NaOH in a conical flask, and stir this solution very well. Immediately when you stir it, the reaction will start immediately without wasting time. Just take 4 to 5 ml of this solution reaction mixture into a cuvette and put into the colorimeter. So you have to, before putting this colored mixture into the colorimeter, you have to set up the blank zero setting with the blank solution. So blank solution here used is distilled water, because the mixture is, all the solutions are prepared in distilled water only. All right. So you will set the zero setting with the blank solution, then put this reaction mixture into the cuvette. Immediately note down the time and start the clock watch. So the time when you put it initially, consider that time is 0, and immediately note down the absorbance. After that, let it be there, and as the reaction will keep on going into the cuvette, the color of the crystal violet will fade away with time. So every 30 seconds you don't need to take it out again, just let it be there, the colored solution. After every 30 seconds, keep on noting down the value of absorbance for the reaction mixture, and keep on doing this till at least till 10 minutes. So every half minute you will be taking, so there will be 20 readings you will get of absorbance and time. All right. So the initial absorbance at 0 time, 0 seconds will be proportional to CV naught. This reading, initial absorbance, because we know that absorbance is proportional to concentration, because epsilon is a constant and L here is again path length is also constant. So absorbance is proportional to the concentration. So the initial absorbance here, this will be A naught, which is proportional to C naught. Alright, so this first reading is C naught. Rest of the readings are CVT. CV is for crystal violet. This means the concentration of crystal violet. This term here is representing the concentration of crystal violet at any time T. So for each absorbance value, the concentration at that time will be proportional to the absorbance. So from this column, you will keep on dividing these two terms. CV naught is this, CVT is this. So first term divided by second term will come here. Again CV naught by this, CV naught, CVT, CV naught, CVT, keep on doing this and you will calculate this column. Alright. Similarly, you have to do this. Take inverse of these terms, 1 by CVT, 1 by CVT, 1 by CVT. For all these terms, you will get the different terms over here. Now let's see how to relate. Now these terms are related with 0 order, first order and second order reactions. So we will plot various terms, and depending now and after seeing the nature of the curve, we can decide which order of, what is the order of this reaction. So let's see how to plot and how to interpret those plots. So let's see, for 0th order reaction, we have this equation. So if I compare this equation with y is equal to mx plus c, the intercept has to be CV naught. So this C will be CV naught, and we are plotting concentration at time T versus time. So for this you have T over here in minutes or seconds, and CVT on CV, concentration at any time T, this side. So concentration is in moles per liter, time in seconds. Alright, so when you plot, the intercept has to be negative. So something, this kind of curve you will observe for the 0th order reaction. So this curve will be followed only when the reaction is 0th order. Otherwise you will get some random points and that will not follow the proper criteria. And here you will have CV naught for 0th order reaction. So if your plot is coming out like this, you can directly say this reaction is 0th order reaction. So for 2nd order reaction, you need log of CVT and log of CV naught. So from this concentration you will have log of CV naught, which is constant, and log of CVT, take log of these different concentrations. So I guess this column should be only log of CVT. So log of CVT. Simply take log of these concentration terms at different time. Again compare this equation with y is equal to mx plus c. The intercept is this, which is log of CV naught, and y is this factor, x over here is this factor. So you will be plotting time versus log of CVT again over here. This is a unitless term and time is in seconds or minute, so inverse. So again the slope is negative. You will get something this kind of curve if and only if the reaction is first order. So this will be your intercept, and you can find out the slope from here also. Slope will be minus k dash. Here also slope will be minus k. So if these two curves are not followed, it means the reaction of crystal violet and NaOH may be 2nd order reaction. For the 2nd order reaction, you have already calculated 1 by CVT factor, this, and 1 by CV naught you can find out from here, 1 by CV naught. Alright, So you again compare this equation, y is equal to mx plus c. So intercept has to be equal to this, which is c. So when you plot, the t is here and 1 by CVT is this side. Alright, you will get intercept is equal to 1 by CVT naught, and slope is positive in this case, and if you find out slope, that will be k double dash. So this way you can find out. So any of out of these three, whatever is being followed, whatever curve you are getting, you can say this is the order of that particular reaction of crystal violet and NaOH. So now let's see the table in detail. What should be the units for the reaction constant in a tabular form. Here we can see in a tabular form, if the reaction is 0th order, the rate law in differential form is given by this equation and integrated form is given by this equation. So we are plotting this equation actually in our experiments. So we have plotted CVT and CVT naught. So A versus T, slope has to be negative. The units for the rate constants will be moles per liter second inverse. So in the results you have to report rate constant, which is the slope of the graph, with units, whatever order of your reaction is coming out to be. If it is first order reaction, this is differential equation for that. Integrated equation is this one which we have considered, and we are plotting log of A and versus T. The slope is again negative and its units are only time inverse, whether you are taking minute to minute inverse, otherwise second inverse. In second case, in third case, if the order of the reaction is second order, this is the differential equation. Integrated equation is this one which we are considering, and we have plotted 1 by concentration versus time. Slope was positive and units will be liters per mole per second. So this way you can find out whatever your graph is coming out to be, report the slope and the order of the reaction. Thank you.